What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Concepts and New Balance 990 V4 in this Patina colorway. When you look at the entire library of New Balance collaborations, one of the boutiques that really stand out is Concepts. So Concepts is the Boston-based retailer and boutique that have a deep library when it comes to past collaborations with all the major brands, but specifically New Balance. And this 990 V4 is their latest collaboration, nicknamed Patina, which draws on the concepts of heirlooms, antiques, and the idea that things get better with age and with time, being passed down from one owner to the next. So this pair released on July 18th, they retailed for a price of $220 US, which is approximately 310 Canadian dollars converted, and the style code for this shoe is U990CP4. So while the overall color theme of this shoe may kind of seem familiar and we may have seen something like this in the past, when you combine the colors, the materials, all the little details within this shoe, including the box, which I'll show you later on, this is another example of amazing storytelling and design when it comes to New Balance and Concepts working together. So first off, here's a look at the box, and this is some of the best packaging I've seen in a New Balance shoe in quite some time. So as you can see, the overall box mimics the look of a vintage suitcase, and printed on the box we have these travel stickers, which actually have a raised texture to them. So this reinforces the idea of something aging, going through time, and you'll see how we have Concepts branding, New Balance and 990 branding all over. So there's just a ton of details on this box, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. And here's a look at the underside of the lid, and even the paper too. This all feels special and really well put together. So once you take the shoes out of the box, one of the first things I notice is that the cardboard tag that hangs off the shoes, these are different from your standard New Balance tags, and it adds the whole theming of this collaboration, which was a small touch which really wasn't necessary, but it added that much more to this whole unboxing experience. So taking a look at the details of the shoe itself, on the toe box you'll see how we have this cream colored herringbone style mesh. Overlaid on both sides of the toe box, we have this perforated synthetic nubuck, which is done in this deep brown color. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have more of a tan colored suede, which is a genuine suede and it feels very nice to the touch as far as a quality standpoint goes. This same suede covers the eyelets of the shoe, but then the top two eyelets is covered in a darker brown colored TPU or plastic. Underneath this on the mid panel we have this New Balance N logo. This is reflective, but it's colored in a mix of cream and this olive green. Moving downwards we have more of that perforated brown synthetic nubuck, more suede along with that herringbone style mesh as well. And then along the heel of the shoe we have this dark burgundy or almost raisin colored suede. We have 990 branding pressed onto the lateral side in gold. In the middle we have another perforated brown overlay and the semicircle Concepts branding pressed on top. And then finishing off the look of the back, at the top of the heel we have another reflective panel, this time done in this olive green shade. On the bottom of the heel we have a translucent TPU heel clip with New Balance branding, and this gives you structure and support alongside the backside of the shoe. And then as far as the laces go, this pair comes with two different lace options. So the default lace is a very flexible, very stretchy, cream colored or off-white colored flat lace. And they also come with more of a vintage looking lace as well. Not really my cup of tea, but if you really want to theme this shoe to the max, I think those are the laces to go with. Personally, I think if they had included maybe a third olive green colored lace, that would have been a nice touch, but I'm not mad about the two that we got. Underneath this, the tongue is crafted out of that same herringbone style mesh. We have this brown layer on the top with 990 V4 branding along with New Balance Made in USA featured along the top side of the tongue. The back of the tongue is covered in a burgundy or almost raisin colored mesh, and then the interior of the back side of the shoe, this is covered in an off-white colored liner. For the insoles, these come with these jade colored insoles, which are reminiscent of vintage glassware, and on the heel we have Concepts and New Balance branding as well. So the upper of this shoe sits atop this midsole, which utilizes Cncpts technology, which is a dual density foam consisting of a softer core surrounded by a stiffer polyurethane rim, so this gives you a good balance of softness with support. So you'll see how the midsole is colored in two tones. We have cream for the most part and olive as well. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is crafted out of a mix of gum rubber and brown colored rubber. We have these 3 slits on the forefoot to give you some added flexibility, and in the middle, we have this TPU shank plate, which helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. For those wondering about how these fit, to me these fit like most of my 990 V4s, so I personally prefer to go a half size down. I'm a true size 10, my feet are a little bit on the wider side, meaning when I go to a shoe store, step on a Brannick device, I'm actually a US men's 10 in between a D and an E width. So I usually go a half size down to a 9.5, which is what I did with this shoe, and it fits me very comfortably. It's the same size that I would wear for other models like the 990 V3, V5, V6, the 992, 993. So if you haven't noticed, a lot of made in USA shoes, I feel like they run a little bit more spacious, a little bit more roomy. So that's why I opt to go a half size smaller. But in comparison, I stick true to size or a size 10 in a lot of the made in Asia and made in UK models like the 860 V2, 740, 1906R, 2002R, 991, and 1500. But whatever size you normally wear for the V4, go with that same size. I know some people prefer to go true to size, which is perfectly fine. It comes down to personal preference and how you like your shoes to fit. I just like more of that exact one-to-one fit, but I can see why people go true to size as well, just to give their feet a little bit more room to breathe and a little bit more space at the edge of the shoe. Moving on to the comfort, so the V4 I find is extremely comfortable. With the use of end cap, it's going to give you a good amount of softness, but it definitely shines in terms of stability as well as support. Where something like a 990 V3 might have a little bit of an edge when it comes to softness, I feel like the V4 has a bit more of a closer to the ground feel, and it's a model I find to be extremely comfortable, especially with how broken in these materials feel straight out of the box. It's very lightweight, very breathable as well, so I didn't feel any pressure points whatsoever, especially around the pinky toe or the big toe of my feet. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so I thought the shoe did an excellent job when it comes to material quality. The suedes of this shoe feel very premium, and the overall build of the shoe I thought was really good as well. Whereas in my previous review of the Every Now and Then 992s, I mentioned how that pair had some glue stains along the area where the upper met the midsole. For these Concepts 990 V4s, I didn't notice that whatsoever. Maybe some very minor issues with the stitching where I just had to get a pair of scissors and trim it down myself, but I thought the overall build on this specific pair was really well done. So even though the color scheme of the shoe might look a little similar to something we've seen in years past, I think the materials and the overall build quality of this shoe really felt more elevated, and I was really happy with how these were in hand. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. When it comes to Concepts and New Balance collaborations, it's almost always going to be a guaranteed hit, and this pair is no exception. The color scheme of this shoe is really solid. I mentioned this on my Instagram post, but the first thing I thought of when I saw this shoe was that it reminds me of a color palette of the movie Hook by Steven Spielberg. That's a childhood favorite movie of mine, and you can just kind of see those vintage aged tones translated on this shoe with the mix of the browns, the khakis, even Peter Pan's olive green. It's all kind of represented on this shoe. So even though it's not a direct tie to Hook, that's kind of just what I think of when I stare at this shoe. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know, what do you guys think about this Concepts and New Balance 990 V4 Patina? What are your overall thoughts on the colorway of this shoe? Did you pick these up? Are you maybe waiting for these to go down in price, possibly on the secondary market down the road? Or are you just not feeling it and this was a pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link all my social media accounts down below, so check that out and give me a follow there too. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in my next review.